I thought we'd seen it all. I legitimately thought that we had seen it all. And we have now seen something even crazier from the WNBA media. So, before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 16,000 subscribers by the end of the day. If we hit that, that'd be incredible. But if you guys did not see yesterday, with the official WNBA page, this is the official WNBA social media. Not some, podcast, not something. The official WNBA media hosted a space to talk about everything. And it was talking about Rookie of the Year. It was talking about All-Stars. And you want to know who did not get a mention for Rookie of the Year? The probable Rookie of the Year right now, Caitlin Clark. She did not get a mention for Rookie of the Year. And why is Angel Reese getting Rookie of the Year according to this space? Because of her pre-game outfits. Because of the culture. This is doing a disservice to the sport of basketball. No wonder people aren't a big fan of the sport of basketball. When the official WNBA social media brings in WNBA Spaces thinks someone has better outfits deserves Rookie of the Year. Bad luck for WNBA official account space do that, but I'm not surprised. Also, the worst part is that the people that are in this are voters. They are voters. I'm guessing I'm blocked by this person who I've never spoke to. Considering the fact I can't see anything. I'm guessing I'm blocked by whoever the hell this is. So let me go and type that in. No, I'm not blocked. Just the reference does not work for some reason. But I was watching them talk about how pre-game outfits and aura being our factor in Rookie of the Year, and not mentioning a historic rookie season, all-star ballot without the biggest draw in the history of the sport. Introducing and talking about Rookie of the Year and decided to reduce it to one candidate, only one candidate when there are other rookies. And if you're going to downplay Caitlin's, someone said if you're going to downplay Caitlin's achievements, at least have the guts to call her out by name. And that's the funny thing, is that this was a disservice. If you guys don't realize this, how much of a disservice this does to Angel Reese. How much of a disservice this does. And this is, again, these are WNBA voters. These are all-star voters for the media. These are award voters as far as I'm aware. Retweeting that she doesn't have this dog in her. I've been saying it since the natty. Is she good? When she starts losing, gives up. She doesn't have that dog in her. We got voters out here retweeting stuff like this. And it's fine to dislike a player. But this does not do Angel Reese any disservice. This was a disservice to Angel Reese herself. This was a disservice to Angel Reese, who has especially since that second Chicago Sky game, where I didn't think she was great. Look, I didn't think Angel Reese was great in that second Chicago Sky game. The one where, look, I'm going to still say I didn't think she meant to hit Caitlin Clark, but the one where she caught Caitlin Clark in the head. And she was then talking about the special whistle. I didn't think she was great in that game. She has rattled off her best spell as a WNBA player since that game. Since she's just let her game do the talking, since she stopped with all the social media crap. But now, you've got the official WNBA account, doing one of the best rookies we've ever seen a complete disservice. Because they don't even want to talk about her game. Their complete hatred of Caitlin Clark, and we're refusing to mention her, has actually done a disservice to Angel Reese. Because the reality of this is that whoever ends up winning Rookie of the Year has been a historically great rookie. This is a historically great rookie class. There are two historically great rookies in this class. And look, if you guys don't want to say Angel Reese has been historically great, she's putting up historically great numbers. If you guys don't want to say Caitlin Clark has been historically great, she's putting up historically great numbers. Both of them have, the Chicago Sky are better than they were expected to be. And the Indiana Fever might make the playoffs for the first time in a decade. These are two rookies that I think Caitlin Clark is far and away the best player on her team. But I also think that when it comes to Angel Reese, that she's not yet the best player. I think that's probably Kennedy Carter. But the fact is, you can make a good argument that she is the best player on this team. I think she's probably the second best player on the team, whereas I think Clark is the first best player on the team. But again, that does not matter at the end of the day. We're talking about, arguments. We're talking about personal opinions. And the fact is that saying that Angel Reese should be Rookie of the Year, you're not wrong in saying that. Anyone saying that this race isn't close isn't watching both of these players play. They're only watching one player play and looking at box scores to find the negatives of the other player. But to go out there and talk about she has this aura. What do you mean aura? What are you on about? What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? Like, genuinely, what does that mean? What do you mean the aura? But if you're talking about aura, I'm pretty sure being quintuple teamed, having the defense refusing to do the first thing everyone tells you in terms of help defense when you're a kid is see the ball and man, having all of them staring at the ball, I think that's enough aura for Caitlin Clark. But I don't know. I don't get it. The Chicago Sky have lost close game after 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 close game. They've won one close game this year. They have won one close game this year, and it was against the Fever, who just choked down the stretch. They choked down the stretch, and they've won one close game this year. And because the Fever, who have actually, in fact, they've lost one close game to a not fantastic team. They lost to the Sun, they lost to the Storm, and they lost to the Sky. They have lost 3 close games this year, and the Fever are winning almost every close game they're in. They're winning more than 50% of their close games, and these are losing everything in close games. But apparently, because Angel Reese won it for them in a close game once, she has that dog. But, Caitlin Clark having an awful game, hitting 2 30-footers to beat the Sparks, doesn't have that dog in her. But again, it's doing a disservice to both of these. This whole thing, and the fact that it's such a bad look for the WNBA. Now, you see in here, it's a really bad look for WNBA. The way they're carrying on what was said in WNBA spaces, no. Like, imagine if on the NBA, they were basically saying that Luka Doncic, the crap that some people are saying on Twitter, being like, you know what, Luka Doncic can't be the face of the NBA because he's European. He's not American, so he can't be the face of the NBA. Like, the crap that people are saying on Twitter, that they're saying on First Take, Skip Bayless. Imagine if the official NBA platform Skip Bayless. And he's just there talking about all this stuff about LeBron James. Well, ironically, the Skip Baylesses of the world, on the WNBA side, a lot of them are anti-Caitlin Clark. Imagine you put 5 Skip Baylesses in a room, and they can do everything they can to, and they did it even subtly. They didn't even mention her by name, and this is the most telling sign. Hyping up Kelsey Mitchell. And the worst part is not even hyping up Aaliyah Boston, but hyping up Kelsey Mitchell. And that is the calling card of the anti-Caitlin Clark people. Is not hyping up Aaliyah Boston, because I think Caitlin Clark fans at this stage are like, nah, man, Aaliyah Boston's good. We're keeping them two together. They're going to carry this team to a championship someday. Now it's like, okay, Kelsey Mitchell's a gunner. I don't think she's a bad player. I think she's a bad fit. But now it's, no, you get Caitlin out of there. It's all Kelsey Mitchell. Now, Kelsey Mitchell, 5 minutes in the first half. They're down by in the 5 minutes she plays, they're minus 11. In the 15 minutes she's off, they're plus 2. But Kelsey Mitchell, the only reason they were down 9 at halftime was because they didn't play Kelsey Mitchell more when Kelsey Mitchell was on the floor, they were minus 11. They were winning without her. But it's just a joke. It is a joke. And I get it. Look, I understand there's going to be biases in every single sport. I get it. But the problem is that as an official channel, you cannot do that. You cannot have somebody so far one end or so far the other end on this. And then especially as a voter for an award, whether it be an All-Star, whether it be an MVP, whether it be Rookie of the Year, you can't have somebody who has like a prejudice bias. And I'm just talking about, and don't bring anything else into it. Prejudice, the definition is just prejudged. Like, these are people that have been anti-Caitlin Clark since before she came into the league. These are people that have been, and then there are people that have been anti-Angel Reese since before she was in the league. At the end of the day, nobody that's on either side should be allowed to vote on this. And again, like, even for, like, obviously I'm not the media. If I was asked to vote on these awards, I wouldn't accept anything. Because at the end of the day, because of the way my content is, I talk about what gets views. So I'm going to talk about this rookie class a lot more than I'm going to talk about some of the vets. And because I've watched this rookie class a lot more, there is going to be that bias. There's going to be that bias towards players from the Sky, from the Fever. For example, I gave both of them 2 All-Stars, despite the fact they're not great teams. In an All-Star, there's only 12 spots for the entire league other than Team USA. So there's obviously going to be some bias there. The problem is that you're now looking at a situation where people that are vocally anti one player are tweeting stuff about, talking about aura and pre-game outfits. Like, literally, Angel Reese, if you want to argue Angel Reese is Rookie of the Year because she's the best defensive rookie right now, because Cameron Brink's injured. She's the best rebounder in the WNBA. She does all the little things to help her team win. And look, if she was on a better team, she'd be extremely better, and you don't want to talk about team record. Cool. If you want to argue that for Angel Reese Rookie of the Year, cool. If you want to argue for Caitlin Clark, she draws more gravity than everybody else. She's the best point guard in the league. She's the best passer in the league. She's somebody that is a threat from half court, so she draws the gravity. She is the focus of the entire team's offense and is an improving defender. Cool. I'm personally going to make that argument for Clark over Reese, but if you want to argue Reese over Clark, cool. But keep it about basketball. If your logic for Angel Reese winning Rookie of the Year is she's just got that aura, her pre-game fits are better, then you're just an idiot. And the problem is that an official WNBA space hosted a group of idiots.